Hello and welcome. I got to make this kind of a quick video because I'm on call and all that jazz, and also a little bit tired. It has been a busy kind of day, and if I weren't so tired, I have a lot more stuff I would do tonight. But hey, here we are. Let me turn my camera off. Just make sure the mic's still working. Is the mic working? Oh yeah, look at that. The mic's still working. Okay, boom. So to start with, you're looking at the stream title, right? And you're going, "What is he talking about?" Well, I'm talking about this. Uh, you have no idea what this is, but I was reminded of this earlier today on Twitter. And this person's name is Ink, and anyway, he's like Scottish, and none of that matters. The character he plays is a VTuber. He was doing his VTuber speed run where he like did his debut all the way through graduation, and then it was like the amount of donations that determined how long it was going to take. And anyway, he was very stressed out. I forget what day exactly of his speed run this was on, but he just kept going. And the character's a cow, and
Oh God.
Proof for me, bitch.
And after, like, oh, this is like near the end, I guess, because he's only got like 15 minutes to go or something, or maybe that's 15 hours. I don't remember anymore. Doesn't matter. We're just going to hide that for now. Uh, that was the panic move of 22. Anyway, we got comic book stuff. Not that many this week. This is a pretty quiet week. And you'll notice this thing. Yeah, it's true. I had the Batman calzone thing from Little Caesars. That was actually an all right little piece of junk food. Like, I'm not gonna complain about it too much. It was like, yeah, this is pretty much what I would expect like a Little Caesars product to be. The calzone part had like Alfredo sauce in it, and that was like pretty good. And then the rest was like a pretty standard Little Caesars pizza. Like, if you've had a Little Caesars pizza, you've had that. All right, and we got the books out. Take this thing and we'll just kind of flip it to the side. So you may know, you may not know, I do most of my comic book buying at Graham Crackers here in Madison, and this week was no exception. They finally got in their newsletter at the Madison store here 3 months late. Good job. Boom. Little thumbs up there. Good job for putting that in a car and giving it to Sean so he could put it out for people like me to pick up. And their newsletter just has, pretty. Let me get the books out of here because I don't want to spoil too much, although you may have already seen too much. But, it's just got like the kind of standard stuff you'd expect. Like little advertisements, hey, here's a thing that we do. You can have us send your books to you. Here's a sale on Black Friday. C2E2, like that kind of stuff. Nothing really surprising in there. I still got to flip through this and look through it because sometimes there's like a coupon or something. And Sean gets very annoyed when I come in with one of those coupons and like, Sean, I have a coupon for a free comic book. He's like, and he just kind of gives me this look that says like, this sale's already happened. He's giving me this look like you could have just taken a fourth one and I wouldn't have cared, Actually, there don't appear to be coupons in this one, much to my surprise. That's kind of surprising. Wait, I just said surprise. Well, it's double surprise. Here's other locations. Mostly they're in the Chicago area, but one in Madison and one in California, of all places. Nobody knows why. Now, I did get books out of the 75-cent bin because you go into a Graham Cracker Comics on a Wednesday, you get 3 books out of the 75-cent bin completely for free. These are not in the best of all possible shapes, like this guy's missing. Right there, he's got a little corner tear. These have definitely been handled and read a few times. But they also look like things that I'm actually interested in, which is a little unusual for me because usually out of the 75-cent bin, which used to be the 50-cent bin, I get stuff that's like Valiant or Malibu. And while it's cool, it's cool and all, not saying it isn't. That's not really what I'm here for, Like it's cool, and one day I'll complete collections of that stuff, which will be really awesome to get all that done. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm looking forward to doing that one day, getting that done, and be like, hey, just think like somebody comes to my house and I want to impress them. I'll be like, hey, you want to see my complete collection of Malibu comics? And then they'll look at me like I'm a freak of nature. But For a moment there, for a moment, I will have intimidated them. That's really the point. This is all like pretty classic X-Men stuff. I mean, even if the name on the books wasn't X-Men Classic, these are some classic stories. Like, this is some good stuff from days gone by. Now, are you ready to see what I bought? Because it wasn't that much. That's one of the reasons why this is a quick stream. I just don't have that much to talk about. Boom! Noctera number 8, which I am looking forward to because there's been some interesting stuff, man. The Blacktop Bill special, complete waste of time. Nobody should read it. Nobody should have bought it. We all did, of course. Look at this gang, man. These dudes look awesome. Bro, just all kinds of crazy stuff going on. If ever there was a book that just needed to go completely off the rails and do something completely crazy, it's Noctera. Hey, March here. This is going to be a really short stream where I'm on call this week, so I'm probably only going to talk for like 15 minutes or something here. But you are definitely welcome. Here's all I got today: 3 free X-Men classic books, one of which has a torn corner, because I actually want to sit down and read these things. And then we were just flipping through Noctera number 8, which looked pretty cool. Dude, I mean, come on. I unironically really enjoy Blacktop Bill's design, the solid flat black. I actually, kind of independent of Blacktop Bill, in City of Heroes, I made a character. Hold on, let me get a picture of her. And of course, City of Heroes is a kind of old and crufty MMO, but and you may not be able to tell it from this picture. Let me pull this up here and using StreamYard is really convenient for this kind of stuff. Like, she's got these glowy bits, right? But mostly like her body is just like flat black. Here she is, like posing, arms crossed in front of the Earth back there. Like, you can see Australia. We're gonna drop a Xeon colony on them, I'm sure. But like, I made this character pretty much independently of the Blacktop Bill thing. But it's just the flat color look is pretty cool. I have another one that had that I made years ago that had like a flat red look, but I don't have a picture of her. So we're just going with what I got pictures of here. You didn't get much from GI Joe. Hey, I picked up a GI Joe book out of the dollar bin because it was right here with the X-Men books. Turns out it was one I already had, so I ended up not getting it. Funny how that works. All right. Anyway, I really, really like Blacktop Bill's design. It's a shame that the Blacktop Bill special was just a complete whoa. Okay, apparently I flipped past this when I was flipping through the book the first time. I gotta stop showing this book because we've showed half the book now. We've showed at least 10 pages. So the copyright police are probably coming after me. But dang, that looks cool. Absolutely looks cool. Let me come over here to the PC. All right, now we have the full power of me being able to click buttons like this. Boom! Yeah, I guess that was it. Just I already talked about it, so there's nothing else to say. Just kind of boom. Let me put this back up on screen here because this is kind of a preview of coming attractions. I don't know when or where, but I'm sure me and Brian Ball are going to sit down. We're going to watch this, and then I think Matthew Fowler is like going to promote his book on Dean and Vicky's channel. So we're probably going to like make fun of that at some point too. I'm not sure. Uh, well, maybe not make fun of it. We're certainly going to watch it, and I'm going to yell like "Get a lawyer" at the screen a bunch, like I did on that one video a couple of weeks ago. But literally went on YouTube, watched a bunch of creators talking about a project, and this is like the Liberty distribution stuff kind of follow up. Dude, hold on. I'm stopping everything I was doing because I want to thumbs up what you just said. Boom. I really liked Marvel's dollar reprint stuff that they were doing for a couple of years. Like, I love that. If they would take like all the old X-Men books, like all the classic, like the Claremont era stories or something, and just republish them as like dollar books, I think they'd make a lot of money. I really do. I think they would make a pretty good chunk of cash without having to do any more work than pay a graphic designer for the cover? I haven't been able to get a straight answer on that. It seems to be maybe, but I'm not sure. Like I cannot get a, a straight answer on that. And let me reach past everything here because it could also be this book here too. So I don't know. I still got to read that thing. It's just been sitting on my desk for weeks now. Not sure, but Fowler is wrapped up in all this stuff that Tyler here. Me too, dude. Well, not to random like for Halloween, but like I bought a bunch of those for like my nephew and stuff because when I went to see him, because he likes Hulk, and there were like 5 or 6 Hulk ones just sitting there on the shelf one day, so I just like grabbed all of them and brought them with me. Whether he read them or not, or just threw them away, or they got trashed, whatever, who cares? So yeah, we're gonna take a look at this. And since I'm like showing Tyler and talking about how Tyler's like inspiring me and Brian Ball, and I just accidentally closed my browser tab. That was genius. That was sheer genius of me. We're gonna just show off Tyler's campaign here, which I guess I might back at the last second. It'd be really fun if I was the person who made this hit 5 grand, because I think that's like Tyler's personal goal is to hit $5,000. And if I was the one that could do it, then I could like message and be like, "You are welcome," and that would be funny. Like you got to admit that would be funny. Me taking credit for the entire campaign. It'd be like the tuxedo mask meme where my work here is done, and then Sailor Moon's like, "But you didn't do anything," and then he leaves. Like that. That's kind of how I live my life. Also, this is pretty cool. Had no idea. I got a lot of these Marvel GI Joe books. I don't think I have number one, but I got a lot of other ones. So this is pretty cool. I got a lot of duplicate ones. I need to do something with them. Maybe give them to somebody or sell them or whatever. I got a ton of duplicate GI Joe books, but it's really cool. 40 years, boy. I suddenly feel old. I suddenly feel really old. The extra ones end up in the quarter bin. The shops uh, I go to there's like a, if I remember, oh, I don't know if it's still there. There used to be a display right by the near the register at Graham Crackers where a bunch of dollar stuff like Image Firsts and things like that were hanging out. And then Westfield, they used to have. I haven't been in there in a while, but they used to have like a whole section on the wall that was like, "Hey, these comics are $1. Come check them out." And really, that is a great way to just like entice somebody to just buy it. It's just $1. It's just $1. Who can resist? Might have to pick that. I don't know if this is like real or what, man. If this is like an act, like a reprint or something, because $1.50 in 1982 was a lot of money. But yeah, who knew? 40th anniversary GI Joe. That's wild. That's absolutely crazy. And I wouldn't have known it if I hadn't seen this tweet from Daniel Thompson here. So thank you, Daniel Thompson, for putting that up. And thank you, March here, for popping in here. I am going to call it here because I don't want the stream to get interrupted abruptly in the middle of a topic. And we've gone almost 15 minutes. So thanks for popping in. Anybody else who comes and watches this short stream, thank you so much for hanging out with me. Even just for a few minutes, I appreciate it. It's just this is not a great week for doing a big long stream. I got really lucky on Monday, and I am not pushing my luck any of the rest of this week because that's just like tempting fate. So March here, thank you. Uh, Whoever's out there lurking, thank you. And later viewers, also thank you. And don't forget, of course, the panic moo of 22, which March Hare got to avoid because he was not here when I played it on stream. And that, I think, for him is a win. You all take care of yourselves, and bye bye. For reals. Later, have a good Oh, I like that. I like splitting that up. That's funny. 1.